Part 5. Yeah. Welcome back to What if Dragon Ball Lewis XL was in Dragon Ball Part 5. Now, if you have checked the last part, I recommend you do. It's pretty interesting and yeah. Anyway, let us begin this what if. Everyone's ready to fight the Saiyans. And speaking of Saiyans, Nappa Vegeta did arrive. They're pretty angry and intrigued that Raditz will eventually betray them. Of course, Vegeta predicts that this may happen, but it does surprise him nonetheless. He scans their power levels, and surprisingly, they're not so much. Of course, the Sea Fighters and I were suppressed, and they don't know that just yet. Nappa just laughed at our power levels and decided to spawn the Cybermans. Yamcha, being cocky as ever, decided that he's going to take them down himself. Now, this person Yamcha, Lewis actually able to train Yamcha up, since he saw Yamcha was lacing around doing baseball stuff, so he decided to drag him and train him harder, which Yamcha is now confident than ever, even more cockier. Man, he's kind of a loose cannon, I guess. Alright. Yamcha easily defeated the Cyberman, which Nappa is confused by this. He orders every Cyberman to attack Yamcha, and yet Yamcha has easily defeated them all. Even one of them attempted to blow him up. It does do damage to Yamcha, but not as much to kill him. He's at least half damage, with Yamcha just grinning up by this in pain. Of course, Vegeta right away noticed this. They must holding back their powers because there's no way Yamcha could survive the Cyberman explosive. He demands the Sea Fighters to power it up to their max, with Yamcha grinning said gladly. Every Sea Fighter powered up, which Nappa and Vegeta scatters blown up as Mai and Goku's power level, even Raditz level, is around like 20,000. Of course, Lewis and Goku and Raditz are still suppressed since they have the raffle forms. And seeing their power was around 20 or even more higher than that, 1,000, Vegeta decided that it's clear that the current forms they're at right now, they're not going to stand a chance against these Saiyans. The humans, they might be able to take them down, but as for Raditz, Goku, and yeah, it's not going to go well for them. They decided that they're going to immediately use their gritty forms because this is the only way to able to win. Nappa agrees, so they decided to throw a power ball. Well, Nappa would, so that way Vegeta has to lose his energy to the power ball. So once Nappa used the power ball, both Saiyans become giant great apes, and they begin their slaughter. Well, I don't mean slaughter, I mean their battle, since the humans actually have better techniques and are a lot stronger, even faster, to dodge some of their attacks. I decided not to fight. I'll let Goku and Raditz handle this, especially Raditz, since Raditz will probably want his revenge after being tortured and tormented for many years, which Raditz will be happy and glad to do so. Goku will use his Kaioken. Yeah, he will still learn Kaioken since he was able to go to King Kai's planet. So with his Kaioken, he went towards Vegeta. As for Raditz, he wants to target Nappa first, since Nappa's the one who keep tormenting him a lot. So he powered out to his raffle form and decided to play around with him. Piccolo also jumps in to help Raditz. So pretty much their battle will play out pretty epically. However, Raditz is able to defeat Nappa by simply punching him in the face, uppercutting him to the air, and then use his double Sunday towards his tail, burning it right off. As it does, Nappa loses his gradient form and he lay down on the floor. And then Raditz decided to knock him out cold. And just like that, Nappa was defeated. Vegeta seeing this got angry, but he got his guard down after seeing Nappa was defeated. Goku decided to fire a Kamehameha towards Vegeta. Vegeta was caught off guard by this and he got hit directly. Vegeta is angry. He decided to power up his ginormous mouth beam attack, and this Malphite might be more powerful enough to blow up the Earth, which he's going to aim for. Goku noticed this and started to power up his own Kamehameha, but this time he's going to use his Raffle form instead of his Kaioken. For good measures, Raditz joins in with his brother, and the two powered up their most powerful attack, which Raditz will power a double Sunday, and Goku, still charging Kamehameha, they both fire it, creating double Kamehameha, or Sunday Kamehameha, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. And the two beings with the Raffle form, this damaged Vegeta completely. He's been consumed by the blast, and this blast burned Vegeta's tail, and right away Vegeta's already in near death. He couldn't get up, and he couldn't even grab his controller or call his space pod because all his bones will burn and broken, but pretty much still alive. He is completely shocked, angry, amazed of Kakarot's and Raditz's power. He wanted to know how these two got so strong in a short period of time. Well, it was mostly a year, but still, it felt like a short time. Which Goku explains that there's another Saiyan on Earth that's able to train them up, able to get them the Raffle form. Of course, Vegeta thinks the Raffle form is a Super Saiyan form, but realized that it couldn't be something else after Goku explained what a Raffle form even is. And he demands he wants to get the form. Of course, Raditz doesn't give a heck out of Vegeta and wanted to kill both Vegeta and Nappa right now, but Goku argued against it, saying that they haven't really done anything except like blowing up the giant city, but either way, they haven't done anything right now, but Raditz doesn't care. He knows what they did his entire life. His life was like a living heck. But after some confessing and a bunch of hours of argument, or a few minutes argument, Raditz still pretty angry, just let it go and just fly away. Either way, if Nappa or Vegeta did anything wrong, he could just kill them right away. He's strong enough against them. And besides, since their tails are now burnt out, there's no way they could use the Grade 8 forms. Especially that, he cannot go to Raffle form either since their tails will slice off. So, either way, Raditz gets the W. He won. As for Nappa Vegeta, they had to stay on Earth and went to the hospital, and he recorded since nobody's going to trust them and give them a sense of being. Even though Goku wanted to, but he understands why, since he knows that the Saiyans could get Zenkais thanks to Lewis explaining them what they are. Speaking of Lewis, he is proud of Goku and Raditz of their work in progress. Of course, he does know about Frieza since he heard about it from, Raditz. So that must be his next option. And since he's able to defeat Vegeta and Nappa, Lewis felt a little confident he might be able to defeat Frieza. But he would rather keep that to his mind later. So for now, he just wanted to relax and start training again. And that's what I end this part for now. Thanks for watching.